Hi guys, Gareth here from Shergold's Apiary. Coming up for my third season. I'm trying to do a lot at once. I've just put some frames together. I want to try and make honeycomb this year. Some combed honey, so I'm looking forward to that. But one thing I've been wanting to do ever since I've got into beekeeping, which has only been a couple of years like I said, is putting in an observation window. So the super boxes are a bit worn, damaged, probably get another season out of them, but I thought, well, I might have a crack at it because why not? So I'm just making this little video here just to see if anyone else is interested and try and give them some form of guidelines on how I'm going and how I'm making it. So I've sort of come up with the idea that I want a window this big, so I've gone 5 centimeters up and 5 centimeters down, 8 across and 8 across. I had already tried to cut out this piece with a jigsaw, but it didn't work. It was very rough, didn't get clean enough lines. So I spoke to my bee mentor and he was very kind in lending me his multi-tool. So that was down here. As you can see, very rough, very bad angles. You know, I'm not good at this stuff, so I'm learning. So I am now going to use the multi-tool and have a crack at getting some cleaner lines. So I'll do one side, probably the other, and then work my way around. So as you can see, I've done my first line. Looks fairly neat. So I'll just go ahead and do the rest. I'll show you the end result. Thanks. As you can see, I've finished cutting my door. It's much cleaner, believe it or not. I'll sand all these up and make it nice and smooth. And the same with these edges. I haven't decided whether I am going to keep my door like this, put a knob in here and pull it down this way, or I'm going to spin this around and use this as the handle, and then flip it up this way. Haven't come across that yet, haven't decided what I'm going to do there, but obviously I'll add it to the video. To take this out, cut this out, I used a multi-tool with this blade. Yeah, very happy. So as you can see, I have cut out my window. You may notice that in the beginning part of the video it was a painted box and now it's a brand new box. My painted box was one that I was just getting rid of. It was falling apart. I've patched it up, so that was my test run. So here we have a new box. I have cut out the window. I'm sticking it together to get it ready. Here's the piece coming out. Now we're moving on to the perspex. So I've measured out, I've done my first piece. I've gone 45mm up and down, and then 460 across. Next up I'm going to show you how I achieved this from cutting it out of a piece here. I've drawn out my outline. Right, let's get on with it. So I'm just getting a sharp Stanley knife and then I'm going to score it. Now I would recommend not pressing down too much initially. We want to get that score line in properly. Like I said, it's my second time doing it now, but I was told from a guy that works with perspex a lot that with perspex it tends to want to run off your line if you push down too hard. So getting your first couple of light scores in so you can get your groove, and then putting a bit of pressure on. As you can see there already, I've come off my groove a little bit. So it's not easy, but we're all learning. So I'm going to do this side and I'm going to do the length. So I forgot to mention I've scored the top side and the underside at the same length. So what we're going to do now is I am going to give it an almighty whack and pray to God that it runs the line of my scoring. So just for a bit of stability, I've put a piece of wood. I've lined the score mark up to the edge of my bench here. I've clamped it down so it's pretty firm. So we're going to give it a one almighty whack, and like I say, pray that that line it cracks on. So here goes. So as you can see, it didn't on my second go. But what we'll do is we'll grab a hammer and we'll tap away at that and hope that we get it right. So I'll just file them down a little bit because it's in place, and get them nice and smooth, and repeat the process on the other side. Like I say, I was very lucky the first time it snapped very cleanly. So I did the other edge. I'm pretty happy with that. Smacked it. I had to chisel a little bit off when it was in the clamps, but I'm pretty happy with that. Like I say, the beads will fill that propolis if there's any spacing, but it should fit in nicely. So I apologise for my terrible videoing. So I've cut it to size. It fits in nicely. Oh, she's not happy. There she is. So, oh look, made a slight error in measuring. Maybe I measured this one wrong. Let's have a look. This is my original. So yeah, I've made a big boo-boo there. But you know what? Easily corrected. I'll go back over that and shorten it. So I've readjusted the perspex. I'm glad I made a mistake because it just proves that I'm learning how to do this myself. These are skills that I am not very familiar with. I'm a chef by trade, so I'm used to working with my hands, but you know, wood scaling and cutting perspex is just not me. I'm not a DIY person, so I'm just learning as I go. So as you can see, fits in fairly evenly, fairly nicely. There is a small edge, but I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. I suppose we'll find out and wait and see. Yeah, but what can I say? I'll let you know when I screw them in. So as you can see, I've drilled, pre-drilled my holes. into the perspex. I'm going to peel off the backing paper and then use some self-tapping screws to screw into the wood. And then I'll have my window done, and then it'll just be adding hinges to the door and securing that down. So I've put the perspex in. I've screwed from here all around it, so it's fairly sealed. Obviously you can see I've painted it. I then attach the door with two hinges, painted them white. I've had to cut the edge here so it fits in flushly. Made a little lock. So here's the view from the window. Window down. Put some frames in. Just because at this stage they're brand new and they're going to go in spring. I printed off a B page. There you go, that's my window. Hope this helps someone.